What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're all doing well. Oh, it's gonna be a fun stream. Why? Because I got my 5th replacement Elgato today. It seems to be working at the moment. I tested it out like for a minute earlier today with Bayonetta 2 and it seemed to be working, so yeah. We'll find out real quick, won't we? So yeah, I finally got here the 5th replacement, so that means a return to the Second Chances series while I still have a functional unit. Next stream is going to be probably finishing up Ratchet and Clank, and then depending on the time of that, might go and actually finish up Super Mario 3D World as well. Also, shoutouts to Nimix and Hold Your Fire already here, so welcome back. Let's get into it here. So, okay, seems like it's good. Yes, it's very functional, hard working. Camping out. Ooh, camping. Nice. You have great news. Hopefully it's good news. Especially when you say something like that before. It's like no one says, great news, I'm getting sued. Yeah, so Astral Chain, didn't like it before. The game screams of, like, Neon Genesis Evangelion. If you've ever seen that show, you're going to see all the parallels. They even have the first skin you get is a Unit 01 skin. Actually, no, it's Unit 02 skin for your companion. It's really crazy. Also, I'm extremely colorblind, so this game really sucks for me. This Hawk was released today. It fixes a little problem. Sweet. Sweet. 15 frames per second faster is going to help out overall. Every single computation that you can do faster, by all means. Yeah, basically the plot for this game is like half Neon Genesis Evangelion, I swear.
36.18, 37.95. No sign of chimeric transformation.
Understood. The particle gun is online and ready to fire. Whenever you're ready.
I'm not Gendo Ikari. What?
Let's begin.
I'm not secretly the villain. Only if you're looking over a comatose girl that you have a sort of like tsundere crush on, then you can spill the mayonnaise in your hands. Or hand, singular. Look out, it's gonna go all Unit 01 on you. Actually, no, it's gonna go 0... What was it? Raise was 0-0? It's been a while. Yeah, 0-0 was the one that freaked out. And tried to do the same thing. While he just stood there and smiled. Like I said, it straight off rips off Evangelion. Humanoid object with armor around it that basically makes it bend to the will of the user. All it's missing is a direct brain jack into it. I say, if you remember your NGE, you know, Ikari just stood there, same thing too, as the fist bust right through into his face. He's like, I'm not moving. So the fact that they give you a Unit 01 skin as your first, like, thing you can have, like, change your, whatever they call these things.
Yes.
I've forgotten.
They have, but they're not from our usual channels. They're 2 new officers who just joined Criminal Affairs. They're Captain Max's children. The twin orphans he took in.
Well, they're orphans. They don't have parents, so we don't care.
I've seen their test results, and frankly, Doctor, none of our other candidates come close. I've already taken the liberty of filing for their transfer to Neuron.
I understand.
What about those crazy 12 and 13-year-old kids I wanted to put in the program? It's like, sir, no, we can't. That's too obvious. Oh, we gotta go for the booty short. Ooh, what's a random name? Miki. Kane. Misaki. Wow, real random names. As in, like, we'll pick one of 4. So really you want to know, like, what the back of the head looks like, because that's what you're going to be staring at all this time. Hair color, I'm colorblind. It doesn't matter.
Brenda, where are the 2 new candidates now?
Ah yes, Brenda, the most Japanese name you'll ever come across.
Police of a confirmed gate opening in Central City. All available officers have been sent to investigate. I assume the twins are no different.
That will do. Let's consider this their field test.
But sir, we haven't even briefed them on the project.
Never mind.
It'll be even funnier when they fail then.
Fail now. We couldn't use them anyway. Brenda, humankind no longer has any more time to waste on useless formalities.
Attention! We've got several eyewitness reports of gate openings in Central City, Zone 36. All officers, ensuring civilian safety is your top priority. If you see any aberrations, take them out.
Also, just like Nier Automata, the game starts where you are in a flying shooting segment,
Calling all officers en route to Grand Avenue.
which is another
Watch
platinum
out
joint
for
venture, really.
vehicles on the highway. The area has been designated Red Shift Level D. We've confirmed reports of civilian aberration. We have approval from the Union to use lethal force on any aberrations. Exercise your best judgment when engaging these targets. That is all.
This is Akira Howard. I just arrived on scene. HQ, do you read me? There's too many aberrations to count.
Whee!
Blocked off the highway. I guess we're looking at multiple gates along the road. Must be spreading to everyone passing through.
Take that, soccer mom.
I need backup now.
This is HQ. We're concentrating our firepower on Central City at the moment. Special Ops Bureau's orders. We will send over whoever we can once things have
It's like, please, we have a bus full of sick children here.
What? You've got to be kidding me. Damn it. No backup. We're all goners. Hey, you can hear me, right? Where the hell are you? Come on, get over here now.
Suddenly a Michael Bay movie breaks out. Okay, so basically, this is part of my second chance series of games to explain it. This game came out August 30th or so of last year, and being a big Platinum fan, I'm like, yes, gotta definitely get it, looks kind of cool, but I had definite reservations about it from the way that they were refusing to let the press play the game and talk about it and get their hands on it. No demo was ever made, never got to basically try it out ahead of time. And I had massive concerns about the controls, because like you see him dodging around, doesn't look like you can dodge very well. And also, any game where you have to control two characters with one controller tends to be a total shit show. And it kind of turned out to be right. So I really did not like this game when it came out. So I'm seeing, hopefully, if things are going to change around. Definitely the story, as I mentioned, is straight up parallels just about Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's down to the point where they give you skins that are straight from the show, just about carrying over. I don't know how they didn't get sued for that nonsense, but it pretty much parallels a lot of those plot points. So you can expect the guy who was standing there looking all cool, like I'd rather die and look like a bitch, as Hold Your Fire said, is going to be the main bad guy. It's going to follow that so closely. It's how it's going to end up. So yeah, so we're giving it another chance, where I do a total of 2 streams on it, usually around 6 hours, with the one exception being El Shaddai. That game just broke me. It was just so terrible, so annoying, and the color blindness was just screwing with me so bad, I couldn't play it at all. But other than that, each game part of the Second Chances series gets 2 streams, which is around 6 to 8 hours on average. And then I kind of make up my mind whether or not I think the game's changed, if my opinion of it has changed at all.
See you. Give me a hand, will you?
Oh, it's no use. I can't move.
Oh, look at that, you're moving, you little whiner.
Come with me. The chopper's this way.
This game pretty much solidified for me the fact that Platinum Games makes hit or miss games. You either have something that goes really well, you get a Bayonetta 2, or you get something terrible like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And it seems like every other game they do is like really good, and then you have like total garbage.
I can take it from here. There's more choppers on the way.
Let's see, Nimixass had a few friends over the other day, made the mistake of munching on toilet paper. Honestly, I didn't think anything about it, so it's so natural. Well, they left early before we got past the intro of the movie we plugged in. Am I okay, or were they serious that an emergency came up? Well, it's intense. You know, it depends entirely upon what type of toilet paper it is. I mean, I would probably say it would be emergency too if I saw that you're eating this really cheap single ply toilet paper, because I mean, you gotta really go full bore. You gotta have the double ply, the quilted there, so that way it gets like that soft feeling on your tongue as it breaks up there. And you get the internal wiping too, because I mean, people don't really realize too that when you're eating toilet paper, you're actually getting a wipe from the inside. So when you poop, you don't have to wipe anything. It's coming out there. It's automatically self-cleaning itself. You don't have to get your hand dirty or anything like that. It's all taken care of. But if you're using single ply, you're going to look real cheap to them. They're going to start wondering about You know, like how much toilet paper you have to eat in order to get that clean movement going through. And they were like, they're gonna be kind of discussing about it. Then I'm gonna start worrying about other things too, like the quality of the movie. Is this really the best shice of porn that you could really find to plug in for them to watch? They might be a little turned off by that. Or, you know, the popcorn. Maybe you got like Cracker Jacks instead of like making actual movie theater popcorn. But yeah, it's just I probably don't think that was an emergency that came up. I think that it just kind of got disgusted that you're using single ply. So move up to Charmin. If it's good enough for like blue bears to poop in the woods and talk about with commercials here in the United States, it's good enough for you. Oh my god, I forgot about this. So the attack buttons are... And I can't change anything, of course not. The attack buttons are on the triggers instead of like actual face buttons. So I'm wondering if they patched it so you can change your controls? I can't bring up any menus to look at this. Here we go. Okay, finally let me do it. Button configuration, please. Evade. Attack. Okay, good, good. Because I remember last time this was the problem. They didn't have setup so you could do this. So it looks like we're going to use layout C as in Charlie. Vibration, no. I'm going try to get. Oh god, did they make it? Okay, so I remember when this game first came out, you couldn't change your basic settings unless you went into. Unless you like exited the game. We also had the same problem with audio too, like trying to switch it from English to Japanese. It was like you had to restart the entire game, reload it all. It was so bizarre. So, you can use up and down to select here. Now it's letting me in. Okay, go figure. Okay, camera's still a hassle. By the way, I have to use guns here. I don't have any other choice. I think it's just trying to illustrate, like, hey, your guns suck. Don't use them, really. Okay, so you gotta use up or down to select it. Okay. Okay, so now I'm remembering why I did not like this game the first time. It's hard to see. It's like you can't really tell, but this game is clunky as hell. It's a 30 frames per second game, but it feels like it was designed for 60, and they didn't change it when they ported it over, when they decided on the final, okay, we're gonna cap this at 30. Because you'll hit buttons and they don't do anything. It just eats your inputs left and right.
Hey, are you hurt? Here, take this.
So I'm really hoping Yuzu gets a lot better. It's getting better. It's running things a lot easier, which is basically the Nintendo Switch emulator. So that way you can like maybe play this at 60. That's gonna be years off though.
I know that voice. They went to check out the crash site.
Yeah, No, it's got to be like the police chief or somebody higher up, like a captain or something. Hold your fire. Get this hothead out of here. He's clearly right, but I don't want anyone challenging my authority because I'm a dick. Permanent and field supplies items. 2 varieties. Addictive and not so addictive. So if you buy something for a shop, that's permanent. There's stuff you can use in the field, and that's it. It's gone. Okay.
We've got to take care of our buddy here.
So how are they hot-headed, really? I mean, you gotta take out the mask. You gotta be yelling, get red in the face. I mean, you're just not convincing me here, sir. Okay, so there's either something wrong with the game or something wrong with my Pro Controller. And I'm gonna bet it's probably the game because you hold up and it seems like sometimes it just stops running. I mean, Nintendo Pro Controllers have issues to begin with, but it's like right there, like literally I'm stopping running. Is it forcing me to walk there, or is it just my... No, it's controller crapping out. That's not good. Is there a way to turn off the camera speed? Okay, that's better.
Hey, are you okay? Stay with me.
Never leave my side again. I love you.
I can't move like this.
Okay, we'll get the hacksaw. It's like, oh, I can move. I'm good.
A gate? Who's there?
Come in, PD-025. Corruption levels just shot up over there. What's going on?
We're engaging hostile targets. But whatever they are, I can't see them.
It's like they're predators or something.
Sure it's not just an aberration hidden somewhere. Whatever they are, get out.
Yeah, combat is clunky as hell.
Wait, your head!
It really feels like a 60 frame per second game that was
Supposed to fight something.
capped to 30 and they didn't change the control styles at all to match it.
This is real bad. I don't know how we're gonna make it.
Yeah, so Nimix said earlier that he prefers the video game systems that ran 4 frames per second, so fan of the Xbox One series, got it. Ah, burn. I love the bad guy's just like, I'm just gonna stand there and watch this. instead of like attacking and killing it right now. Oh crap, I should have done something. Also, designs remind me more of like Razafon. It's like a cross between Razafon and Evangelion, which cracks me up when people who've never seen Razafon go, "Oh, it's just an Eva clone." I'm like, no, not really. It's a good show. You should watch it. It's a good anime. I highly recommend it.
Dad?
Better put the reunion on hold.
Yeah, but people who say like Razafon is just like Eva, it's like you didn't watch the show. If you say something like that, it's kind of clear you didn't watch it at all.
You must let them use the legatus.
Wait a minute, Commander. What the hell are you saying?
You must let them use the Legatus. Is that easier for you to understand?
Don't worry about calibration. I've already loaded their personnel data into those devices.
If you say so.
Captain, are you serious? What is this thing?
It's like one of those military grade laptops used to have. Yeah, don't worry about synchronization. I mean calibration rates with your yeah, it causes a AT field, I mean a chain to form. Yeah.
Now don't go dying on me.
Just drink this LCL, I mean Pepsi. To anyone who's never seen like Neon Genesis Evangelion, they're like, what the hell are you guys talking about right now? Inside jokes. Not gonna lie, I picked the girl for a reason. She's got a nice buttons game, and they kind of zoom up on a lot. Yes, I'm a male. I'm a mailman, but not a mailman. Quick, everyone do the Ginyu Force pose. They've had no training, they don't know what the hell this is, but yet they know to do this, and they're synchronized. That sounds familiar. Is that like an RPG or something? It's like I say, the name kind of rings a bell, but I'm not sure.
That's a Legion. Hard weapon, hard partner. Saved my ass plenty of times.
So weird. It's like I'm feeling everything it feels.
That means it's working.
Just like
So I'm guessing you can see
Escaflowne. Oops, that's another show we don't talk about.
the ugly son of a bitch is what we call a Chimera. The Ark's not so public enemy number one.
Chimera? The Ark's enemy?
The device we gave you is a legatus, experimental counter-chimeric weaponry.
Yeah, so this game still has the problem where it automatically jerks you to another person. Like, you could be fighting one person, the game decides, no, you need to fight this other person.
Navigational aids, you name it. I've got solitaire.
So it's like, it really bugs me, especially as like a Bayonetta player, where I just want to like focus on one person, take them out strategically, and then it's like I'm stuck fighting whoever the game wants me to fight.
Just keep your hands on the whip and you'll be fine.
Look out, though. Legions aren't always the safest tool in the box. Keep them out too long and they overheat, which makes them cranky. And you do not want to see a cranky Legion.
Trust me, your old man knows that from experience.
Well, lucky for our dear captain, the legatus' limiter keeps them from going from cranky to murderous.
All right, you two. Focus.
Yeah, it's not Escaflowne. Oh, what am I doing wrong? That was one thing I like about Escaflowne was like, it seemed like that was gonna be a really big thing, and it became in like one or two episodes where your mech gets damaged and the guy has, like, it gets fixed and the guy's in, like, extreme pain, like, you have to re-weld it, it feels like it's getting burned and stuff. You're like, wow, it's gonna come up very often. No, not really. I don't think they even mentioned it in the movie.
Look out! This one seems stronger than the others. I don't know how much longer we can keep our footing here. Let's finish this up quick.
Finish it up quick, they're gonna launch an N2 mine. Suddenly the road became very slippery. Yeah. Okay, I can't dodge further right. I was gonna see if that was a possibility. Like I get further to the curb. No. Rips her arm straight off. This game volume seems like it's going all over the place. I'm trying to keep it kind of modulated, normalized, I guess. Let me know if I need to make further tweaks. Is that possible? Toho games get pretty crazy. I think it's an interesting series, bunch of games, though. I mean, people just making their own stuff, and shooters, and bullet hells, and side-scrollers.
Are you okay? You nearly gave me a heart attack.
Are you sure
Yankee
you've never
does.
used a Legion before? You're already way better at it than Max.
I'm standing right here, Alicia.
Well, that was a weird vertical screen tear.
That was something. Damn thing moved like it was a part of your body.
Okay. Copy that. Understood. Well, that seems to be all of them. We'd better get back to HQ.
All right, you two are coming with us. I'll try to explain all this later.
Look out, she's gotta go Asuka. Do I check test videos regularly? No. But the last I saw, I think it was the C64 version of Hero got approved for Moons, which is pretty awesome. And suddenly, anime intro. So it looks like they're still judging the 2600 version, and ooh, yeah. So C64 and it looks like the ColecoVision got approved too for Moons. Sweet. Yeah, so the 2600. I don't know what's taking them so long, but it's a 92%. I mean, do you have to have 100% to get approved? No, it's just voting for the people. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird that it hasn't been yet, because they went through, it's like they skipped it, approved ColecoVision, skipped the 2600, approved the C64, but the C64 was like the first one they approved, though. Gosh, there was one I saw in there the other day. It's probably been rejected, I'm gonna bet. Maybe, I don't know, let me take a look. Yeah, it was probably rejected. Nope, there it is. Never mind. Judging's underway still. Okay, he went back and filled it in finally, because it was like, look at the submission for, it was a Saturn version of Symphony of the Night. It was like, summary, put in your completion time here, put in your introduction here. It was like, the person didn't fill out anything, they just threw it on there. Like, I was like, okay, are they gonna say what makes it special? And they finally went back and filled it in, which is unusual. Okay, let's see. Next. Change the gameplay style when you start a file, load a save game. Well, I looked at it like last week, I think it was. Because I just remembered about it. I'm like, oh yeah, you submitted those games, like you submitted Hero. It's like, what happened to that? Because I hadn't seen anything pop up, like, because when they get approved and posted up, like on the task videos, that's when I get like they'll show up in my YouTube subscriptions. So apparently they haven't really fixed anything in this game, which is kind of sad, because I remember every single time it's like, do you want to change, every single level you do you want to change the difficulty level? Do you want to keep it here, go higher, go lower? I'm even wondering, because there was a patch I had to download, I'm wondering what the hell it was for. Because everything seems to be the same. Maybe there was... So I don't remember the playstyles being changed, because before you couldn't dodge on the trigger, like you can in Bayonetta, which is what I switched to, what I'm more familiar with. By the way, the Ops Bureau, some pretty banging music. It's kind of a short loop, but don't really get tired of it too much. At least I didn't. So Cap Revenge has played this, and I remember he was doing speedruns. I think he may have abandoned it. But he told me that, like, when you get to chapter 3, that's when you start getting some good abilities. Yeah, I have like a 30-minute extended version I put up before as like just music, pre-intro music, like pre-stream music, I should say.
I've been waiting for you.
I want you to pilot it. Get out of the damn robot, Shinji.
You two have been chosen to join our special task force, Neuron. We've already cleared your transfers from criminal affairs. This is an order from the Union itself. Consider it a promotion you can't turn down.
An order from the Union?
Oops, drop my controller.
Wait a minute, Commander. I'm still the captain. These two...
Pushed myself too hard working out today, but oof. Paying for it now, but it's worth it.
Desperate times, Max. Captain or not, surely you understand the position humankind is in.
We have to defend ourselves against the angels. I mean, whatever, the Chimera.
But I need you to be flexible.
Like your mother was last night. Ha 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 ha, sick burn.
Well then, I'll give you the short explanation. As you know, humanity faces the very real threat
Oh
of
look,
extinction.
it's the first impact.
This is due to mass corruption from the gate.
Or the second impact. I don't know, we're getting kind of hard to keep these things straight we're copying.
Which the Union finds prudent to keep classified. Dangers from beyond the gates. Invaders from a dimension outside our own. Chimeras, like the ones you've just seen for the first time. They're invisible to the naked eye, but they cast a dimensional shadow in certain circumstances. That's how we were able to detect them in the first place. still, we were powerless to stop them. Meanwhile, the Chimeras dragged countless victims back to their dimension. Their corruption tainted the land itself. With most of the planet uninhabitable, we survivors fled here, to this artificial island we call the Ark. We thought we were safe, and we were for a while. But as you know all too well, it didn't last. At this rate,
So they've grown up in this world. Do you think they'd know this information already?
Chimera's dimension. We're facing down the end of the world, but I refuse to accept such a fate for our species. Through blood, sweat, and years of research, we finally made it.
Yeah, kind of hard to cover up that humanity's all fled to this one man-made city
Neurologically sinking.
because the rest of it's a hellhole. People are being sucked into another dimension.
Established control and made powerful allies.
Doesn't quite make sense.
I'm referring, of course, to the Legions. The Legions gave you your first look at the dangers.
Of course, Razafon, the first episode, has this like basic setup for like the kid, who I can't remember his name right now.
Not just anyone can use.
He was like, basically, you learn that like Tokyo, like part of like half of Japan exists. Actually, supposed to like just Tokyo is like the only thing that exists in the entire world. The rest of it's just been destroyed. And then you find out that like aliens actually invaded like 25 years ago and like put a bubble over the city, and it's like a time dilation. So it's like, so the aliens took over the inside, like everyone trapped in Tokyo and growing up in there, and they're just basically, you know, they fed him the lie that the rest of the world's been blown up and there's survivors there. No one questions it until he gets out in the first episode, and it's like, oh, by the way, you've been trapped there for 25 years. No, aliens have invaded Earth. Welcome to your new reality, kid.
Well, it's been a while, huh? Your dad told me
It's been a while, huh? Like 5 minutes since you last saw me?
I never imagined we'd
Is that
see
Devil
you
and
here in
Popola
Neuro.
over there?
But growing up with Max around, it's no surprise he turned out tough. Now that you guys are here, let me officially welcome you to the team. Oh, you should have seen Max's face when he found out you were coming. But between us, I think he's happy you're here. There's only 5 of us right now, but there are more candidates waiting for the ARI to make more legions. I know the commander talks a lot of gloom and doom, but relax. More help is on the way. Eventually. Anyway, first things first. It's time to get to know your legion. There's a training room downstairs. We'll go there and work on your fundamentals. I'll call the others. Max isn't picking up.
Probably because he's got caller ID and sees me calling.
Get Alicia for me, will you? I bet you'll find him up on the roof. I'll head downstairs and set up the training room. See you there in a bit. Oh, that's right. Open up the menu in your Legatus and you'll find a map of the station. Might come in handy if you get lost.
There we go.
Jin really hasn't changed a bit, has he? How long has it been since we last saw him? 2 years?
Yeah, she looks kind of like Devla.
Jin came to take care of us. His cooking wasn't the greatest, but when you think about it, Jin's always been there for us, huh? There's gotta be some way we can make it up to him.
Co-op play. Okay, I don't remember that being a thing. Maybe that's what the patch added in, other than a control scheme, because it's like, that's different. I'm sorry, I'm so busy I didn't get voiced lines. Ricardo. Since I joined Neuron, I've been able to learn about study chimeras firsthand. Of course, also mentioned your Legion. Oh, that's what they call it, huh? I think maybe it's after this one. I think it's like right around here. You can like upgrade your Legion. It might be. I mean, I'm not familiar with the author myself, but it probably is a direct reference. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Superstar, Legion or no? How are you? Legatus. Yes. You're crazy. Got it. Wrote Altered Carbon, which became a Netflix series. Haven't heard of that one, to be honest. Believe it or not, with this color scheme in this game, this actually makes it easier for me to see my character. It's like, oh, there they are. This game is not very colorblind friendly at all. Cyberpunk about body swapping and stuff. Discussions of 4chan. This next Special Forces dude has a secret knowledge that will ruin all of us that gets out. Put on the body of a 6'4" earring killing machine, of course. Alright, Neuron's potential Legion. There was someone being around here you could like talk to upgrade your weapons and stuff. Maybe I'm thinking too far ahead, because I think I got to like to chapter 4 before I quit. Look, Neuron, if you need provide supplies, I'll ask. Rookie. New recruit.
What can I do for you today? Remember, everything in moderation.
Don't tell me what to do. Yeah, can I romance the vending machine? Vending machine Chan? Vendy Chan.
Thank you for looking. Are you again, real?
It's not like I like you or anything, Baka. Yeah, they probably shouldn't let me, like, no depth perception, be driving or flying a helicopter, but here we are.
Need something?
to bring you down to the training room.
Uh-huh. So that's the call you ignored earlier. So, what's the matter, Dad?
Look, if I've never changed your diapers, you don't get to call me Dad. And neither do you, Akira. Just keep it professional. It's Captain here. I'm sure Jin can handle your training on his own. Look, there's nothing I can teach you that he can't.
Aw, he's just acting tough. You guys know he's just worried sick about you, right?
Alicia, why do you keep doing that?
Well,
I think Alicia's trying to be my new mommy.
considering we're gainfully employed adults, shouldn't our captain take more responsibility for us than our father?
It's gonna be fun having you guys around.
Anyway, you two report to Jin for your training. Tell him I'm busy.
That goes for me too. Sorry. But make sure Jin teaches you a lot, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am?
How dare someone be polite with me?
You don't have to keep it that professional. I mean, we're all on the same team now, after all.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, thanks. You know, Alicia seems nice. She really seems to get along well with Dad. I mean, the captain. Seeing
Kinda
him
wonder.
with Jin and Alicia, it's a side of him I've never seen before. Sure. It feels weird.
Well, we're adopted orphans. See, nothing here. Oh, Kaiji. Yeah, okay, now I get it. I don't know. I mean, Ritsuko would have to be flirting with me, like, really heavily then. 'Cause remember, on her deathbed, she tried to, like, basically seduce Shinji with sex to try to save the world, and he's like, nah, everyone's gonna die. I'm having a bad day. We ain't doing this.
There you are. Ready to train? Wait, where's the captain and Alicia?
Oh, the captain said you could handle it.
That guy's more sensitive than he looks. Ah, well, that's not a bad thing, I guess. Alright, I'll run you through the basics. Before we continue, strap this thing on your back.
Why does it say kick me? Yes, this invisible thing I handed you. It's a real thing. Trust me.
Great, looks like it fits. That's your Legatus cradle. Neuron regulations say to keep your Legatus stowed in that cradle when you're not out in the field. And here's your integrated reality imaging system, Iris. You'll forget how you ever cracked cases without it.
It's the same stuff Batman uses. It's amazing.
All right, let's.
That Bruce Wayne is such a great inventor.
Put your Iris at the computer terminal over there.
How come we never see Batman meeting Bruce Wayne? That's really weird. Batman detective mode activated.
All right, find it okay? All right, now boot up the terminal and try out a training program. It's a self-guided routine, so you can skip.
Just like that conversation.
Try out a training program. All right, let's begin.
Let's see how simplistic this is.
Let's see you move to the circle in the middle of the room.
You know, like you've been doing for many years, walking.
Not bad. Next up is dashing. Time to break a sweat. Let's see if you can dash through all the... Not giving up, are you? Time to break us.
Okay, come on. Yeah, I remember this being a problem too the first time. I am holding straight up. And my Pro Controller is like, no, fuck you.
Time to break a sweat.
It just like stopped me moving. Yeah, what the hell? Let me check something here. Options. That's only updating the Joy-Cons. That's not going to help. So it doesn't register analog movement at all, but yeah, what's happening is like I'm just suddenly losing movement on my analog stick.
Not bad. That's all for this program. What's next? All right, let's begin. Hit the target the old-fashioned way. No Legion. Great. Hit a target from behind and you'll do more damage. Try to hit the target.
We do the same thing with perps when they're not looking.
Hey, you felt that right? That one hit a lot harder than usual. That's a critical attack. You can also aim for the head if you want to do critical damage. Go for critical hits whenever you can.
Okay.
Battle will go a lot more smoothly.
Definitely get some sleep there, Nimix.
That's all for this program. What's next?
No, I don't know Hold Your Fire. I mean, I haven't played with my Switch for months. Because, I mean, it was like the problem there where it was just have a problem playing games in general. And then there was like an update for the operating system to like fix everything, but don't know. Especially around Bayonetta, I didn't have that problem earlier. I don't know if it's just specifically this game or not.
All right, let's begin. Try locking on to that enemy.
Which one? That one.
If there's more than one target, no problem. Try switching your lock on to a new target. Flick your right stick to move your... Not bad. That's all for this program. What's next?
Just make sure you don't try to change your camera during combat because the camera kind of sucks, so that's going to be a problem.
All right, let's begin. Try and dodge the enemy attack.
So remember what really annoyed about this game is that there's so many buttons in this game on the controller that are unused that they could have done a direct Bayonetta control, like a gun button, a baton button. Instead you have to like awkwardly switch your controls around with the D-pad to do one or the other. It's like, why are they doing this? It's such a bizarre choice.
all for this program. What's next?
Legion control, that's a big one.
Send out your Legion like you're throwing it at a target. That'll start you off on the right. It's good for when your target's high up or otherwise out of reach. Okay, now pull your Legion back. Part of the job is knowing when to pull your Legion out of trouble. Now the Legion can't stay out forever. You've got to keep an eye on its limiter gauge, or there could be trouble. If that gauge hits 0, you won't be able to call the Legion back out until it fills up again.
I don't think it's ever hit 0 in any fight I've been in this game so far.
Be sure to give the Legion a break to cool down.
Not like so far, but like even in the past.
Alright, switch your Legion off. See? Once you call off the Legion, the limiter gauge starts filling back up. Always watch your gauge. That's all for this program. What's next? Alright, let's begin. Get in the middle circle. Now move your Legion through the blue circles that appear. Not bad. That's all for this program. What's next? All right, let's begin. Okay, attack the enemy with your Legion. Your Legion will attack automatically if you send it out or get it close to a target. One down, one to go. Take it out. Not bad. That's all for this program. All right, let's begin.
This one I remember being kind of problematic. This and the pulling move would like slam me into objects and then drop me off of like death. So basically it's like I rage quitted the last time I played this game. This was like chapter 4 or something like that. You're in the Chimera world and it has to pull you onto a ledge, and it kept forcibly slamming me into the ground no matter where I put my Legion at. It just kept like okay, here's like, you know, there's the platform, so like my feet being up level with it, like I put my head or my waist right into it no matter where I put the Legion. At the time people were like, oh yeah, it's just random if you get past that. I'm like, no, screw this game.
You can use your Legion's Astral Chain to bind targets. Move your Legion around the target and try to wrap it up in your chain.
So hopefully that got fixed too. I don't know. We're gonna find out pretty soon though.
That'll keep it still for a while, and you'll be able to pummel it while it's temporarily defenseless. It doesn't actually hurt, so it makes a good way to subdue fleeing suspects too. That's all for this program. What's next?
You know, use your ultra top secret weapon to subdue people you're trying to chase with invisible chains. That definitely won't raise suspicion either.
All right, let's begin.
Oh yes, the old
Here's something
clothesline.
cool you can do with your Legion's Astral Chain. First, watch the target for a sign that it's going to charge. When it does, move your Legion and try to stop it with the chain. You can stop it with the chain and throw it back where it came from.
Except for when the Legion decides to attack on its own, which happens frequently. Stop it, dude. Hi, we're over here.
Nice work. You're a natural. That's all for this program. All right, let's begin. Switch on your iris and give the target a look.
Iris startup.
If the target's dangerous, you can see how much damage it's taken. You can also look up civilian profiles in a flash, and keeps all the info you gather while on the case close at hand. Okay, Iris off.
Iris,
Once you've analyzed a foe, you can see how much you've damaged it, even with your Iris off. Handy, huh? That sums it up.
Seems like I should have been kind of earlier in this whole training thing, but whatever. I'm too drunk to care.
Alright, let's begin. Here, you can pick an opponent and go toe-to-toe for as long as you want it. When you're ready to quit, choose Change Program.
Oh, mischievous mercenary, doing all right. Yeah, so this game's still, like I said, it's like I was attacking that one guy, and the game's like, no, 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 go over here, attack this other dude. Can we get two people? Yep. Depends. Quit training.
Enough of this program? That'll do for today.
Let's continue on with the game.
attention, Neuron, please report to the command room. Repeat. The police have requested Neuron's assistance. Please report to the command room.
Ooh, that's kind of a tricky question to ask. Because I didn't like this game whatsoever, actually, honestly, when I bought it last year. This is part of like my second chance series of games I'm doing, where I'm basically playing games again that I didn't like the first time, see if my opinions changed of them. It depends on the type of games if you're used to. I am a Bayonetta 2 speedrunner, so all of a sudden going from 60 to 30 frames per second, having a weak dodge, having spotty, shoddy controls, it's going to be kind of an adjustment. So it's like, you might like it, you might not. It depends on if you're a Devil May Cry player, Ninja Gaiden Black player, something like that, you might not adjust too well.
If we work hard, I'm sure he'll come around in no time.
But yeah, it's like this game eats a lot of your inputs. You gotta do like basically you're doing like two characters with one controller, and that has its own problems itself. So it's like, also when you're fighting somebody, the game just suddenly decides you're not going to be fighting that person, you're going to fight the person like, you're going to be a person like right where my legion's standing. You'll be fighting them, and also the game's like, no, no, fight this person way over here. And it'll automatically lock you onto them, and you'll start getting your butt kicked from the person you were fighting right here because your back's exposed. It's nonsense like that that just like really kind of ticked me off about this game. See, I don't think there's still an option for it. So what idea do you got? Okay, fixed camera and combat. I wonder if that would do it. Fixed player position. Yes, this is like follow enemy under attack. Maybe that's what I need to have on? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, sounds amazing, like a game that they were going to be doing called Scalebound. And it got canceled. Six-pack abs, do I have them? No and no. They are things. Do you want to work for them yourself? You can do that. Do I have them? Hell no. Have you ever had them? Definitely no. I think one of these people around here upgrades your weapons. Hattori. Panda movies, not anymore. Questions about the menu? No, no. Maybe they show up later. Yeah, new parts. So this is definitely the place to go to get your weapons upgraded. There's also something I remember being like some kind of secret around here. This is my squad mate. I was out in the field. I'm near the elevators, the second basement floor. Yeah, second basement floor. That's the main floor. What? Here, take these drugs. Free your mind. Tell you what, here, take this one, a few more for your troubles. Yay, more medicine. Ten out of 10 game. You can use the toilet. Yay, I've got toilet paper? Nemix would be proud. Can you hear me? Yes. Finally, hear me must be very special. Where your ears work. Congratulations. Name's Bill. I'm a fairy. Watch where the toilet's in here. Need your help. There's no toilet paper. There's no paper left in the stall. Can you give me some? Sure. It's been used, but sure. Thank you truly. Here, this toilet's now appropriately blessed. Empty can. Great. Need more toilet paper. Okay, you're kind of weird, but... So I get toilet paper again for doing this? Guessing not. Yeah, nothing there that time. Okay. Like, he stops, she's like, no, you're not going to the men's room. Find medic. What's up, Devila? I mean, Olive.
You're late, newbie. Now that everyone's here, let's begin. The police in Central City, in Zone 36, have requested our help with a case. About an hour ago, an unusually large number of gates opened up along Grand Avenue. A lot of gates means a lot of redshift. The local police are doing the best they can to handle the aberrations. But again, we're looking at way more gates than usual. To say they have their hands full is an understatement. Gates don't just appear like this without a Chimera around somewhere. Not in these numbers. There are only 5 people on the Ark who stand a chance against Chimeras, and they're all in this room.
You think we'd have more, but we're kind of incompetent.
Regular police need your help. Get out there, find the Chimera, and take it down. I'll let the captain fill you in on the operational parameters.
Roger.
We don't know what this Chimera is capable of yet. You'll have your legions with you, but still, keep your guard up. But don't forget, we can't risk letting any of you go through the gate after it either. Do whatever you can on this side, okay?
That is all.
Neuron, move out.
Roger.
Over here and save. Yeah, Autobots, roll out. Sorry, I can't do that guy's voice. I'm not awesome enough.
Everyone's here. Let's get something straight. We don't know what the hell we're gonna find out there.
Probably Chimera. I mean, that's why we keep going out there, but yeah.
And get as much info as we can.
Hopefully I don't die. Oops.
If we happen to meet our mystery Chimera, you leave it to me, Alicia, and Jin. Got it?
Roger.
Roger.
Hey, you two. I can't hear you.
Well, Jin already put us through training, so I thought maybe we could.
No way. You two are to gather information. No heroics. Captain's orders. Is that clear?
But...
Hey, come on now. Maybe the captain is a teensy bit overprotective. But you're new. And if you
yeah, newbie.
We're all in trouble. It's the right call.
Roger, Captain.
Okay.
Okay, great. All right, Neuron. Let's roll.
This is pronounced mostly like yokai, but R is usually mostly very barely audibly in there because it's not really something they say, but yo. Like Ryo is like actually yo. Yokai. Yeah, I think this is where the game suddenly turns into like Batman Origins, where you just have to like go through and do crime scene reconstruction. The game's kind of a mess. It still is. I'm trying to judge it yet, you know, part of my Second Chances series. But it's so hard not to. Oh god, my ankles! How did I survive this? The pilot's like, I was going to land! Excuse me, I open up another drink. Big old bottle of water. Tangerine mango.
All right, let's get to work.
Yes, I too am a fan of seafood.
We've got nothing to go on right now.
Especially the generic tasty seafood bowl.
If it is, we need to know as much as we can before we...
I like the shrimps with prawns. No, I mean prawns with shrimp. Yeah.
You know what that means. Iris is on, people. First, let's see if the security cameras caught anything useful. Check their hologram playback.
Iris started. Information display.
basement at HQ. What they call it? Neutron or something? Nerve, that's it.
Nerve! I mean, neuron! We're definitely not Evangelion, no, no!
Coming around our scene, questioning us like we're regular civilians.
Seriously, it's like, they couldn't be any more blatant about it with this game.
Giant shadowy hand. Who believed that nonsense?
You're telling me. This is nuts. A whole lot of witnesses say they saw it, though. There's gotta be some explanation.
Information display. Iris shut down. Iris startup. Information display.
We call that red matter. Solid.
Hopefully you're not standing in it, it's very cancerous.
Now you can see it. Your Legion can clean it up for you. Go on, try it out.
Move to Legion.
Information display.
What do we have here? A handprint, huh? Damn big one, too. Between the size and the red matter, I think we can say this isn't a human handprint.
No!
So if it's a Chimera we're after, it's one with giant hands. Think you got enough clues yet?
No.
Come on back and let's talk them out.
Iris shut down.
There you are. Looks like you
Yes.
gathered plenty of information.
I was like major obvious.
See how well you grasp the situation. Investigative ability is
So I used to call my dad, who was in the Air Force, he was Captain Obvious, then he got promoted, so he became Major Obvious.
Tell me about the physical characteristics of the Chimera that caused this mess.
Because he was always saying the dumbest, most obvious things possible. Break your arm, bone sticking out. Wow, your bone's sticking out of your arm. Yeah, kinda knows that. He's talking about physical characteristics. Giant hands.
That's right. I know you saw that great big handprint. Big handprint.
I knew all this already, I just want to test to see if you can remember basic things.
Sightseeing, or do you have a better guess? Right. People don't just get sucked into gates all on their own. That's a Chimera's job.
For me.
So that's everything we know. Now
Two
for the
things.
hard part.
There's a giant handprint.
There's no
Somebody
doubt we're
died.
dealing with a Chimera here. Chimera with giant hands shows up, wrecks the bridge, grabs a civilian, and takes him somewhere.
Probably Delaware. Somewhere really boring.
Lucky for us, Chimeras tend to leave behind tracks that legions can find.
Iris
Rookies,
shut down.
finding those tracks is your job. Got it? You remember the giant handprint you found? Go see if your legion can find anything over there. Use your legion to look around that giant handprint. Something in
Iris
there.
startup. Information display.
You've got the trail. Now follow it.
Good boy.
Display.
I wonder where that Chimera ran off to.
Iris shut down.
Check this out. The track splits in two directions.
Could there be more than one Chimera?
No, that's impossible.
Right, looks like we'll have to
Why is everyone so stupid?
We'll take these, you and Akira follow the ones through the
There's only
parking
one
lots.
Chimera ever in existence. Only one comes out through a time. These people talk like they're in Godzilla movies, which I really want to know how to do.
The corruption's really bad around here, huh? Hey, if we find a Chimera, let's take it out ourselves. That'll show Dad.
Then he'll love me, right? Why don't you love me, Dad?
You should be able to squeeze through there if you crouch.
Iris startup. Information display.
Wow, the frame rate is really taken on this. So, but hey, Nintendo paid for the game, so that's why we got it.
Iris shut down. Iris startup. Information display. Iris shut down.
Not from Appleseed, different one.
A Chimera! Hey, look at its hands. That's gotta be the one we're after. These guys have no idea what they're in for. We've gotta take it down before someone gets hurt. What the hell is that thing? Wait, how come they can see the Chimera? Their corrosion levels are super high. Is that why they can see it? Hey, look! Redshift. No time to
Oh, good.
lose. We
Kill
gotta
your
do something about
friends.
this now.
Camera's still a problem. I have no idea where I'm at right now. There we are.
Well, we got the Chimera, but we were too late to help them.
Yes, 100%, 100% human from Marios from Appleseed. Not a robot, all human. Definitely doesn't have a rabbit head.
It sounds like a gate just opened up not far from you two.
We've notified the captain. We're on our way there too. See you soon. Try and stay out of trouble.
Remember in the early days of emulation, I was so stoked to find out there was an Appleseed Super Nintendo game,
We're heading to the gate now.
and then I played it, and I was super disappointed. I was like, oh my god. I got stuck on the first level for the longest time too, because apparently there's a hidden passage you need to blow up with a grenade that has no indications that it's there, and if you use up all your grenades, you soft lock the game.
The Legion should be able to
High quality.
Let's try it out. One less gate for chimeras to come through. Okay, back to the search.
Iris startup. Information display.
It's like, okay, weird, something's happening with the camera.
Iris startup. Information display. Iris shut down.
Ooh.
Iris startup. Iris shut down.
So I saw ability auto heal. Is that something I can equip now or later, probably? Probably later.
Iris startup. Information display. Iris shut down. Iris startup. Iris shut down. Iris startup. Information display. Iris shut down.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, hold on.
He's talking to somebody on the phone. He's not texting. He's very suspicious.
Don't hang up, idiot. I'll just play it cool until they leave. Oh yeah, hey, that's right. Thank you. How's work treating you, huh? Oh really? Oh yeah, you don't say, huh?
Hey, I know you're busy, but see that guy over there? He's got a warrant out for him. Do you think you could find out what he's talking about?
You know, without a warrant,
Iris startup. Information display. Information display.
God, this is a nightmare to control.
Information display.
Okay, we've heard all we need to hear. Now bring him in.
Now kill him. Is he really belligerent?
Iris shut down.
Can I use a taser instead? Which have a shockingly high failure rate. A lot of people are like, why didn't the cops shoot that person? Why didn't they use a taser? It's like, because tasers don't work. For like a good 60% of the time.
Great job, thank you. Good luck, Chimera hunting.
That person we're looking for, they're definitely dead by now. Ooh, shotgun taser sounds interesting. I agree. You can do it. Couldn't do it. My Legion sucks.
Hey!
What? Yeah, there was actually a police video came out back in September. Happened. I think it was in Chicago. I believe it happened. There was a guy in the park. Like he reported to the cops he had been stabbed. And so 2 cops go to get him, or 3 cops get him. Lady fires a taser at him. And he's got like a 8-inch long butcher's knife. He starts going right for the cops. And the lady officer deploys her taser, takes him down for a second, gets back up. She shoots it again. It's a special taser. You can shoot 2 rounds out of it. So they like replace the cartridge. Second one completely ineffective. The guy gets up and starts stabbing her, and she's just running back screaming. Instead of dropping the taser, pulling out her sidearm and shooting the man as rapidly as she could. She just like basically panic froze. 2 other cops with her are trying to take the guy down, and it's like your worst nightmare. It was like multiple malfunctions. It's like the cop pulls out his gun, pulls the trigger, jam, clears the jam, pulls the trigger, jams again, clears the jam. Then finally, like, they're able to like get shots off on the guy. I had to shoot him 21 times before they dropped him down. Because the police in our country have a major problem where they're getting like all their funding reduced because of idiots. Which also basically because of that means you have to buy cheaper crappy ammo, which can malfunction and cause problems, such as what happened there. Then also you have to buy like lower caliber guns and stuff, like 40 cals don't do a lot of damage. 45, they'll put you down hard and real fast. So you're having to dump more shots onto a target in order to get them to stop charging or trying to kill somebody before you can actually, like, do something about it. It was like a real wake-up call, like, hey, this is the problem. Officers are kind of underarmed out here. Alright, looks like they're dancing or street fighting, so let's break them up.
I thought our days of breaking up fights were over.
It's the Sharks and the Jets.
Before someone gets hurt.
I like how there's a cop right here. He's like, hey man, just stop, okay? Just be cool. I'm not good at confrontations. How did you get out of the police academy?
Should be able to handle this. All right, we've got a Chimera to chase.
Well, only if you do it in the old-timey pose, have a big mustache, and yell, pip pip, here we go. I do say, good lad, boxing match should last at least 100 rounds. It said hello to me.
Everything's good today. Just don't drink too much.
I'll tell you not to drink too much, you son of a bitch. You don't tell me to do. Empty can, combat weapon. Select multiple X. I have to look at my controller. So what does this vending machine have to say to me?
Thanks for nothing.
You son of a bitch. I'll show you who's thanks for nothing.
Hello. I've got nothing to say. Hello. Everything's good today. Just
Okay, nothing really worth it.
thanks for nothing.
Does this look awkward? It is.
That looks like hard work without a Legion. Let's give her a
So I thought these people couldn't see these things, and yet, like, here's like ordinary civilians just shooting away.
What? You gotta show me how you did that. You just moved your hand and there it went.
I think that was our target, and it grabbed the civilian. Come on,
Yeah, they're dead. Don't know what to tell you. Super dead.
up there. Let's get it.
No, I want to watch it eat that thing first.
Iris, shut down. Iris, startup.
Yep, we better hurry. Locked me in. Bummer.
Display. Iris, shut down.
Looks like there were some stragglers. Did Chimera do this too?
Yeah, the game's still jerking me off to other people. Jerking me off would be a little more fun, but to other people to fight, not so much. Let's see. Do anything here? Options. Can you tell what's going on? I can't.
people. The tracks can wait.
Where am I and what's going on? Where are my enemies? What?
Look out! Here comes more.
They got corner juggles. Don't know where I'm at. See, this game's still got massive problems. Okay, can't circle somebody. All right.
This doesn't look good, but there may be more survivors out there.
Yeah, if you're a Bayonetta or a Devil May Cry fan, you're gonna be really upset with this game.
You go check the alleys and see if anyone else ran that way. I'll catch up with you later. Go.
Iris startup. Can you hear me?
Yes, and apparently that caused me to drunkenly run into a box.
Keep your guard up, okay? Iris, shut down.
Huh?
Well, I'm dead. Game over. It's like Space Odyssey 2001. Where's the giant fetus? Enchiladas? Mmm, delicious. Oh, I see what it's doing now. Okay. Yeah, I know. Shut up, game. For me. This game basically expects you to take a lot of damage and just tank through it. And right now I'm stuck in a combat loop I can't do jack shit about. Yeah, there's not like a really graceful way you can play this game. You just get smashed around. You'd still be dead, but... Of course, we just jumped like 10 stories out of a helicopter onto a pavement earlier, so who knows? Don't ask how I got here. Plot. Deus Ex Machina.
Not today!
When Akira told me you got pulled through the gate, I nearly lost it. It's a good thing you held it off that long. Jesus, you're gonna be the death of me, you know that?
Literally, in like 5 minutes.
Well, I can't say you look good, but damn, you're tougher than I thought.
Sexy sister? I mean, what? Huh?
Yeah, that's a pretty cool line coming from someone who just damn near cried their eyes out.
I was not crying.
Hey, guys. Look around. Who'd have thought the gates led to a place like this?
You ever feel like you're somewhere you're not supposed to be?
Yes, and they usually call the cops. Or they start screaming, "Who are you? Why are you in my home?" Oh, it's a good thing the radios work between dimensions. That's amazing.
Gotcha. Oh,
Great cell phone reception.
thank God you're all alive. Jeez, I thought I'd never see any of you again. But I'm glad you're all okay. Okay, now if you set the radio channel from that side, I can get through to you. And the multi-scanner works too. The visuals are pretty noisy, but they'll do in a pinch. So, that's it, huh? The Chimera's home turf.
Say, this music kind of reminds me of like Nier series, but I think it's the same composer.
Signs of life right nearby. I can't get a read on any IDs, but I think it might be some missing people. Switch on your iris and check it out.
All right, people, let's go.
My whole body feels heavy.
I can't even begin to guess what we might find here.
I'm really distressed right now. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to blow up on you like that.
If we're freaked out, think of how those civilians must feel. Time to gut it out, people.
Japanese dramatic overacting.
Iris startup. Information
Listen, that heavy feeling, that's a symptom of redshift. Not to scare you, but all of your corruption levels have been steadily climbing since you went through the gate. None of you are in the danger zone yet. Maybe you have the Legion to thank for that.
display.
Still, worst case scenario, you might find your Legion sync levels dropping dangerously low. Check on those biosignals, then get out of there as fast as you can. I'll keep an eye out for a gate you can use.
Got it, thanks. All right, kids, you heard the lady. Let's not hang around any longer than we have to.
Shut down.
Okay, I'm guessing that's bad stuff. Apparently I ran into.
Iris startup. Iris shut down.
Is this safe or yes? Okay. So I'm colorblind to red, green, certain shades of blue, which makes my life a living nightmare sometimes, entertaining for others. Especially for Carmen when she asks me, like, points at trees and asks me to tell her what color I see them as. Which I get to see bright pinks, neon reds, purple, and black. The one time my colorblindness comes in really handy. Playing this game is pretty bad. The worst I've ever seen was it Daemon X Machina? And that one's just like every single... That literally is like color schemes that I cannot see, period. And like even down to like enemy bolts I couldn't see coming at me or going to enemies or coming at me. So it was like I cannot play the game whatsoever. And I got a PC version. So I downloaded it, tried it out. I was thinking like maybe I could use reshade or something to turn on like a colorblind mode. Nope. No such luck.
Information display.
Look, over there. I see someone.
Iris
They look hurt.
shut down.
Let's all hang back. Let the rookie deal with it.
Neither of them have any major injuries. Olive, I'm sending you my scan. Can you get a read on their corruption levels?
Just a sec.
Look out, their Hillary Clinton levels are corrupt.
One's at 5.18.
Topical.
The other's 4.86. This They're still below the chimerification threshold. If you get them out quick, we can save them.
Great, let's get out of here. Olive?
Yes, you'll need to save them. Pop,
There's
pop.
too much dimensional distortion in the vicinity. You're going to have to go back to where you fought that chimera.
It's like a, what was it, old Game Grumps, where they were doing one of the surgeon games, like the Trauma Center games. It's like, they had the animated ones, like, they kept, like, making a joke about, like, a hitman just, like, curing people instead, and he's just, like, shooting everybody in the face. Yeah, here we go.
The boy's car.
Gosh, what was it called here? It was like Chirons or something like that here, or is it, it might even be tied into this.
The boy's Cairo results
Chirals.
just came back. I took care of it. He like, he's like a gun with a silencer. He like, we have to operate on this boy immediately. Like puts the pillow over his face and he's like, pop, pop.
Shh. Operation successful.
Yay. Yay.
I just...
Yay.
Damn it, come on, man!
Oh, sweet.
Fuck it! Fuck it! Just fuck it! You're dead, kid! You're dead! I'm cutting into you! You piece of shit! You stupid asshole! You 10-wearing motherfucker!
You're just like slapping the kid. Whoa, 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 easy.
You fucking kid!
Take it easy. This boy's going to live. He like puts a pillow on his face. Pat, pat.
The entire playthrough was hilarious. I love Game Grumps. Sometimes it's hit or miss for them, but that series was pretty good. Alright, here we go. Let's get back to the game, I guess.
Where the hell did they come from?
Hell? I mean, we're in their dimension.
This is bad. We're almost out of time.
Akira, you keep everyone safe, okay?
Yeah, Kira? No, I'll get out.
You come with me. Let's take these bastards out. Let's go!
And watch the frame rate tank! What's going on? Who am I fighting? Good questions. Yeah, this is still a problem.
Shit! Just a little more! Almost!
Okay, great. Oh yeah, this is the fight you have to lose. Like, wait a minute, why is nothing working all of a sudden? I mean, this game's kind of janky to begin with, but... Yeah, every game's gotta have these unwinnable fights. So what I liked about, like, Ninja Gaiden Sigma is, like, when you fight Doku in the beginning, it's like you can actually beat him and unlock an instantly higher difficulty level. It's like, it's hard, but it's possible, you know? I hate when you do that in games, like, you knock, like, the boss's energy all the way down to nothing, it just doesn't do anything, you're like, oh, I'm supposed to lose. I see. Oh no, everyone's gonna lose control except for me, and I'll be the lone savior. That's totally not unpredictable.
What's going on? Commander?
Olive, the override release command.
Devla, or Sepopolo, I don't know, you look all the same.
No use. The override release isn't going through.
That's impossible.
Damn it, Shinji, get in the robot. Bunkai. That's what we need. I think they're bringing back the... I thought I heard that they're bringing back the Bleach anime, actually. Wouldn't be too bad. I mean, the story's been done with for like 4 or 5 years now. The manga, at least, so they don't have to keep doing filler. They would have to draw a background, so that could be complicated. Yeah, it's a typical, like, oh no, everything's losing control, but somehow I'll regain it, and it'll become with me, and everyone else is going to lose theirs, and I'll be the number one. I don't know. It's just... I played this once last year when it came out. This is part of my second chance series of games or streams. Where I spend 2 streams, like about basically 8 to 10 hours. Actually, 6 to 8 hours, I should say. Just playing games that I've played before and see if my opinions change, either if I still love them or if I hate them still or whatnot. So, as a Bayonetta 2 speedrunner, I did not like this game at all. I had lots of concerns and problems with it, and it seems like those problems have still persisted. They have not been patched out or so. I did notice that they did change up the control scheme, so you can actually put dodging on a trigger, which is nice. But other than that, it's still got problems, so... Nope, you and I, you got 2 people now. Myself... and you are not alone. Yeah, I was severely disappointed in this game. I mean, I had my major concerns when they wouldn't let the press review the game or demo it or talk about certain things past, like, you can only show 5 minutes of gameplay footage from certain areas of it. You're not allowed to talk about the control schemes and everything else. Like, they were, like, severely limiting it down, which throws up all these red flags like, this is going to be a crap game. And Platinum... You know, for me, there was an essay I saw about the problem with Platinum, I think it was called. I'll have to YouTube it. But it seems like Platinum, every other game is good, and then the other one game is garbage. Like, for every Bayonetta you get like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Legend of Korra. Korra was bad, wasn't unplayable, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was pure garbage. But it's like, it's hit or miss for him. Like, every other game does well, and then you got pure garbage coming out of them. This game, not so much pure garbage, but it's just... It shouldn't have been on the Switch. Nintendo paid for this game, it's pretty obvious. It shouldn't be on the Switch. It feels like it was a 60 frames per second game, and then they had to scale it back and lock it for 30, and they didn't change the control input timing. So you just have eaten inputs left and right. You randomly start attacking other people, like you'll be attacking one person, the game decides you should attack somebody halfway across the map. So you'll flip around and you start getting stabbed in the back because you can't turn yourself around to defend yourself. Dodging is a joke. It's like, there's a lot of problems with this game. It's like, so if you come from, like for me, like Bayonetta background, or Devil May Cry, or the Ninja Gaiden series, you're gonna struggle with this game. I mean, if you can somehow set those aside, you'll probably do better. But yeah, it's like, so I had problems with that. Now, all the other things I've listed have been ranting about for the past, like, 2 to 3 minutes. But the big thing also that made me stop and quit playing this game was, like, I think it was the next chapter I get to, is, like, you have these physics parts where you have to, like, have your Legion jerk you up onto, like, a platform, and the game just kept slamming me into the platform and dropping me off a ledge and, like, lowering my health and killing me slowly. And it didn't matter where I put my Legion, put him on the edge, put him farther back, it'd still slam me into the wall and drop me down to my death. I went online and looked, and everyone's like, yeah, it's kind of random if it lets you pass this point. I'm like, what? So, anytime you have to control 2 characters with 1 controller, you run into problems. But there was something cool I saw here. And that's co-op play. That's a neat thing. I do not remember that being that there before. I don't remember that being that there. I don't remember this being in there originally when I bought the game when it came out, like last August. I don't know if it was added in or not. But that's a cool thing. If you can have one person play as the Legion, one person play the main character, that's an interesting dynamic. That could work. Trying to do it all by yourself, it's kind of clunky. So yeah, I was not a fan of this game, so I'm giving it a total of 2 streams. I usually stream around 3 to 4 hours every other day or so. So I give, during my second chance series, I play the games for at least 2 streams and then give my final verdict. Has my opinion changed? Which some games I've actually gone from hating to liking, or liking to hating, actually. Like, one game I did was, what was it? Horizon Zero Dawn. Didn't like it at first, played it for this game series, and actually ended up liking it. They patched the game a lot more since I played it, and I thought it was pretty decent. Wasn't a great game, but it was not bad. Like, then I went from like Metroid Prime, a game I liked back in the day, to actually not liking it anymore. So it's kind of all over the place. All right, enough ranting. Let's get back with the game.
Perhaps the environment beyond the gates has caused some aberration in the Legion cores.
We can't hold up much longer! Olive! Commander! Do something!
Commander, there's gotta be something we can do to save them.
Do something now!
Try setting your Legatus to mode C. You may be able
Have you tried turning it on and off again?
How do we do that?
You'll have to weaken the legions first. Though I suppose that's easier said than done.
Well, if you don't have any other ideas...
Yeah, your dodge is kind of garbage, but And what really aggravated me about this too is, like, you have all these buttons on the controller that are just unused, and you could have gone for a traditional Bayonetta Devil May Cry setup, and you can't. You can't put like one button for gun, one for your baton, one for like dodge. Actually, you can for the dodge itself, but you can't set it up like a traditional action game. It's really bizarre. Your gun's useless. I mean, just like in other series too, but you usually use it to keep combos going, but combos don't seem to be a thing. You have to select it with your D-pad. It's all over the place. First few hours are terrible, like this part here. Boss fight with the solo moveset feels terrible. Yeah. Cap Revenge, he... Bayonetta player, Pikmin, speedrunner, stuff like that. I remember he did speedruns of this last year when it came out, and he actually told me tonight, he's like, the game gets better around chapter 3, he told me, when you actually get upgrades for your character and your Legion and stuff. It's like you said, it's like the first few hours are just kind of not that good. It's like Ghost of Tsushima. That's a game that, like, I played it on stream and just, like, raged for, like, 3-4 hours. Because you have these mechanics that the game doesn't tell you about, doesn't clue you in how anything works at all, expects you to know it, and you just die repeatedly until you can figure it out. It's like you just get destroyed in that game until you finally get enough points to level up to level, like, 2 to get the water stance, which opens up bad guys. You can now fight against people who have shields, and 90% of the bad guys you fight in that game have shields, so suddenly you can actually do things, and you start learning techniques to actually fight. That's when the game becomes fun at that point. But until you get there, it's like you just get slaughtered repeatedly over and over and over, and the game's like, yeah, you should have done this thing that we didn't tell you about. I'm like, what the hell? It's like, it's crappy game design is what it is. But once you stop banging your head against the wall for the first 4 to 5 hours, and the game starts to become fun, there's a limit to that. Like Final Fantasy 13. People are like, it's great after 40 hours. 40. No, I don't care if, like, you know, if someone says, hey man, you get kicked in the testicles nonstop for 24 hours, you get a 24-hour orgasm after that. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. It's like, you have to go through 24 hours getting smashed in the nuts repeatedly. No thanks. A few upgrades. Yeah, chapter is too long because of the non-combat parts. Yeah. This is like a really slow game.
Just like before.
What's going on?
The Legion sync rate is... it's off the charts.
Wunderbar.
Whatever's going on, now's our best chance. Gotta do this while they're distracted. Get those civilians to safety, now! Jin, Alicia, go! Roger! Accurate. Let's back up Jin and Alicia and find us a way out of here. Come on!
Yeah, this game is like, especially like going from like Bayonetta, where you like you don't want to get hit, to this game. It's like this game expects you to get hit and tank through crap. I've been like destroyed and gotten like high ratings for stuff in fights. It's crazy. And you just get hit. Oh yeah, that's right. You also get in the like hit stun situations too. Okay, I'm trying to use health right now. It's not letting me. There we go. I said this game just eats your inputs, so it's not surprising. The other like contention I had with this game, and I've been pointing out simulators to it all night long, is that they like borrow heavily from Neon Genesis Evangelion. I mean, Secret Organization was called Nerve, and this one is called Neuron. I mean, come on. If you get into a Kari type character, right down to the opening, like where Unit 00 tries to kill him, you just stand there unflinchingly, he's gonna end up being the bad guy. It's a lot of similarities, and even like I remember the first skin you get for your Legion is a Unit 01 skin. It's like it's blatant, it's purple and green. It's like they knew exactly what they're doing. It wasn't like, oh, it's just coincidental. It's like someone watched NGE and they're like, no, this is what we're gonna do. Yeah, so the chain jump, this is what started screwing me up later on because physics were completely busted. Hold and Y to jump. Okay. Okay, so it's gonna pull you farther than you need to go. Okay. Thanks, game. Let's watch the replay on that. And I was square on the platform, knocked right off. Fortunately, gravity works slower in this universe. Don't worry, he's falling in slow motion. We got plenty of time. See?
Listen to me. We don't have time. The legions are the very last hope humanity's got. And today, we lost all of them. Except yours. We can't risk losing that too.
Thankfully, it's just standing by. Let us have our dramatic moment while we overreact in Japanese. So the worst ones I've seen was actually Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite in story mode, which is absolutely hilarious. I should maybe play that one day on stream.
Jin, what are you... let me go! Let me go!
Yeah, he's fighting real hard there. Oh no, he's got my elbow. I can't get out of this. This is terrible. I'm being pulled. Sorry, Dad. Sorry. I mean, if you got me that bike for my 5th birthday, maybe I would have fought harder, but... Don't stand. I mean, just stand there, watch me struggle. Don't help, you asshole.
Go and remember what happened here. It'll make you stronger.
Or give you PTSD and shut you down. I mean, something will happen.
You're the one who's got to save the world now. But for now, just do me one favor. Your brother, Akira.
Yeah. Trust me, don't look at it, just delete it. Just take the entire hard drive out, throw it in the microwave, okay? Just do me a solid here.
Do that for me. Go.
Hey, Keiko. Come on in. Come here, kitty. Buddy. Welcome back.
Stop! Stop! Let go! Let me go!
Akira! Do you want to lose the captain for nothing?
No, I mean, we should be able to save him. I mean, he's just gotta come out behind us. I don't understand why he had to stay there and die. I mean, seemed kind of stupid, but... Hell, my sister was standing there just doing nothing for, like, minutes. Oh, there's the PTSD. I'm having Vietnam flashbacks. That was like hundreds of years ago.
Hey, buddy. What you doing, Keiko? Being good kitty. Good girl. Hey. Good girl.
Hey, that's finally done. Alright. So give me a second here. I'll be right back. I need to hit the restroom. We'll just leave this wonderful audio on here. I'll just put the BRB screen. Yeah, 74%. Oh, dude, man. Delete file. Start the entire game over. I can't just do a level. I gotta do the entire game. But hold tight. I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, here we go. Let's get back to it. 74%. Damn, I suck. No, I think this is like one of the games where you can't get everything your first time go through, because there's certain parts we saw where you have to have the different legions that you don't have access to that are suddenly mysteriously captured, so you know you're going to get them all back. So, you know, it seems like definitely like a new game plus type deal. Health and duty rewards have increased. Upgrade display blood types, which is great when I want to date somebody and I'm Japanese and neither. Yeah, that's a big question. People are like, why does the Japanese always have their blood types and all their stuff? It's like, because it's like a horoscope for them, like determine your compatibility and your different traits with your blood type. That's what they do. Police cap. Is this where we introduce Batty McBadface? I think he comes to town, come to save the Princess Zelda.
Are you awake?
Wow, you're an amazing doctor. I'm sorry, I can't tell if people are unconscious or lucid. It's a real problem, especially when it's a anesthetist and so many screaming people in surgery rooms.
Your body's been through a lot of changes.
Puberty. You may be growing hair in weird places that you didn't have before. Your breasts may become tender and enlarged.
No major external injuries either. You should be good to move.
I was like, they're like, yeah, you were asleep for 3 days. It's like, unless I was peeing myself, that means you probably put a catheter in. So, yeah. Shouldn't I be in a hospital? You just had me in this cot in the basement of a police office, police station for 3 days? No vitals being taken? What type of place am I working for? I think this is now where I can go and upgrade my stuff, I think. Yeah, I'll keep it off. Here. Ricardo. Let's save first of all. Why does my Switch think it's August 10th? Need to look into that. I guess we'll have to fire that replacement we hired.
Quite a surprise back there.
Corona, is that like a crappy beer?
We've lost 4 legions and one of our best officers. This is a serious blow to Neuron. To make matters worse,
Had to hire a graphic artist person then. This is the best they could do. Got hosed for it. Never hire a graphic artist off of Fiverr.
I don't imagine the timing is a coincidence. They hit the Legion production facility the hardest. It will be months before it's operational again. You understand where this is going.
Yeah, it's August 10th, 2019. Somehow I'm playing this game 20 days before it came out. Nintendo's like, dude, no. Wrong.
So,
me.
At least until Legion production resumes, I'm restructuring our task force with you at the center. But the new structure is a simple one. All other Neuron officers are now chiefly tasked with supporting you.
No pressure, just don't screw up.
The conventional police to dispose of aberrations and gates, as usual.
Wait, I thought they weren't supposed to know about the gates and stuff. What?
I assure you, you're more than up to the task.
Just get in the robot.
You can do. I was quite impressed. Up until
Play your instrument. I mean, part of the instrumentality. I mean, crap, what?
and kept a hand on the leash. But you are different.
They attacked the Sealy. I mean,
Are in perfect neurological harmony. You can control easily your own hand.
what about my AT fields?
Surely you felt that harmony flowing through your own body. As strong as a chimera. No, stronger. Dare I say, I couldn't ask for a more suitable hand on the Legatus system. You've already exceeded my expectations, Howard. But I digress. Given time...
My name's not Howard.
You and your Legion will become even more powerful. The Chimeras won't stand a chance against...
You could really make an impact on the planet for like a third time.
being the savior of humankind. But it's yours now. There's a special program in the training room that I think will be of some use to you. I had it prepared in case someone like you came along. It should help you get used to
It's kind of outdated, may use some racist terms, but it's been a while. Just want to warn you.
in the training room if you want more information.
It's just like nothing but racial stereotypes. It's actually, it's where we put all the world's Speedy Gonzalez cartoons. Tom and Jerry, that still flies, but Speedy Gonzalez, we don't talk about that. I mean, you can have a rapist skunk run around, but no one questions that thing, but man, Mexican stereotype cartoon, we gotta get rid of that shit. Oh, it's my lame brother, what's up? Nothing. Perfect. Glad we had that conversation. It's like Eddie Van Halen died. Oh, here we go. I was wondering we're going to get to this part. So Eddie Van Halen died. And he kept trying to blame it on, like, oh, my cancer is from, like, having a metal pick in my mouth, and there's electromagnetic radiation around the recording studios. Oh, I also smoke non-stop since I was a kid, but it's not that. Remove half his tongue, part of his jaw, he refuses to stop smoking, dies from cancer. It's like, dude, you did it to yourself. I have no sympathy for you at that point. It's like, you beat it once and you keep doing it. It's on you.
You must be the new recruit I've heard so
Controversial take of the day.
Pleased to meet you, partner.
Lappy.
Lappy.
Yes. Listen, that kind of went out in like the late 20th century. You might want to look into it.
Spread safety awareness and
Mid 20th century.
to little boys and girls all over the yard. But that's not all.
I go around marking my territory.
Really important job.
I gotta get to the furry convention next.
Giving you the inside scoop on your new home here at Neuron headquarters.
Don't understand why in a Japanese game I am very southern.
You new tricks? This here is the training room. All neuron training is handled by computer simulation, so you can train on your own 24 hours a day.
Probably. I think this came up the last time I played this. I think you were here too for it. They're trying to switch the game to Japanese to hear it, and it just became this nightmare of trying to get like the Switch to recognize it. Like you actually have to like get audio, Japanese audio. We had to like go put my Switch into Japanese and then try to get back into it. It was just like it was this big huge thing. We're like, I'm not doing that again.
Speeding cars. Yeah. Anyway. I'll be back to show you around the station.
Yeah, so the weird thing is like put it Japanese audio, it is grayed out. It's like, why do you have the option and you can't select it?
Convenient secret before I go. Come on, lean in.
Let's yiff. What? I'm naked in here. Yeah. Whoa, are you wearing a mask? Is this... Okay, so I have a teleport button. Got it. Fast travel.
With Lappy's secret shortcut, you can zip around the station in a flash. Well, old Lappy will be back in a jiff, partner. Enjoy your training.
Time bomb. I think it's Tabitha, maybe? Upgrade, here we go. So, don't have that available, and I can do this, so... Let's at least do this. I'm gonna hold off on upgrading any further until I can go through, because I know there's a point like where you get like the core to basically upgrade your weapon, so it might be after I complete this training, I'm not sure. Okay, I'm locked out of that room. Alright, thanks for hanging out, Hold Your Fire. I'll see you next time. I'm going to be planning on streaming Sunday. Because I think Carmen and I are going to be meeting up on Saturday, so probably going to be a Sunday stream. Probably thinking about I'm going to be trying to beat Ratchet and Clank. Get back to that finally, now that I have the ability to stream again with the consoles. And if that gets wrapped up in time, I'll probably finish up Super Mario 3D World. So that's the plan for Sunday at least, so now you know. But I will definitely catch you next time. Thanks for hanging out.
Congrats on becoming a Legionist! Not just anyone can do it, you know. Let me explain a bit about your new abilities with the help of this special program courtesy of the Commander. Choose a training program, partner.
Let's get using items out of the way. I didn't do it last time.
Let's start the If you add an item to your shortcut menu, you can... Lappy is going to... That was great! That's a supply... Hold your legatus. Looks like that one was a snout.
Alright, on to the newer stuff.
Okay, partner, let's start.
During a combo, look at my flash. Do that to do the trigger, yeah, but like I said, I have a problem with being colorblind and seeing the flash, so... Oh, okay, so it's on my baton itself. I was thinking like it's on the
Sync attack
Legion
is a
thing.
special dual attack. While you and your Legion are fighting, if you give your Legion an order right then, the two of you will sync up for a first.
Little attack.
When you do, send in.
Okay, start smacking the crap out of him.
You got it. Now just remember that timing and make it work for you in battle. That's all for this program. What's up next? Okay, partner. Different types of Legion have different special. The Sword Legion can slash right through certain energy. Let's try it out. When there are multiple energy currents, you'll have to cut through them all and line up your Legion's blade. Here we go.
That makes me kind of wonky.
You've got it.
Especially when I'm trying to do it in the middle of the gameplay, like when you're running around enemies and stuff.
Give them a snip and next, let's try a counter slash.
Yeah.
Chimera attacks are a kind of current too. With the right timing, you can slice right through them and counter attack.
Or this being kind of a little weird.
So you'll have to focus. Focus hard and you'll get a good look at how they move. Give it a shot. That was great! A counter slash could be just the thing to turn a bad situation around. The Sword Legion slash is lightning quick. We'll take advantage of that with this next trick. Take a look at those two objects in front of you there. These are simulations of astral matter, straight from the astral plane. They react to Legion attacks, but not if you just hit them one at a time. Figured it out yet? That's where the Sword Legion can line up the Legions. Try it out. Fantastic, partner. Now, to be honest, we don't really know what activating astral matter like that actually does.
Hopefully it doesn't kill you or the entire realm.
So, if you come across it in the... That's all for this... Okay, partner, let's... You can have the Legion pull you
Yep, I know.
in this training program. First,
It's a little wonky.
Legion into the circle. I'll put out more and more...
Just hitting the wrong button.
Oh, so close. First, move your link. I'll put out... you get... I'll bet you think you can only move straight ahead. Not so, Part. If you hook the chain around a pillar... Hey!
Yeah, this is another problem. This is like basically setting up for everything that's going to happen in the next chapter. And it just, it's what made me quit playing this game. It's a problem because you can't see where you need to go.
Even use chain jumps to attack. Send your legion out towards enemies that are up. You'll rocket towards, keep swinging after you land. Sounds easy, right?
Yeah, it's really wonky. Yeah, no, we're gonna do that again because I can actually get that right.
Remember how you hooked the chain around a pillar? You'll hit them while you fly. Hook your chain around a bunch of enemies.
Just be a second here. I gotta write a message to my girlfriend real fast. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that.
You can even use chain jump. Send your legion. You'll rocket. Keep swinging after you. Sounds easy.
There we go. Okay.
Once you're used to... Oh, remember how you hooked the chain around... You'll hit them while hook your chain around... That was great! You can get yourself out...
Sure, the game doesn't give you a fail state and makes them invincible otherwise. If you don't get it right the first time.
So keep... That's all for this program. What's up next?
just for you.
Looks like you've got the hang of your Legion already.
I can suddenly talk again. We have enough budget.
If it were me, I'd be using that thing to try and save Dad right about now.
Oh, aren't you the mopey emo one between us?
Can't believe the commander. He's so obsessed with chimeras. He hardly notices Dad's gone.
Just like some guy named Shinji, like Ikari Gendo. It's really weird.
I know he is.
Actually, no, Ikari. Yeah. Legion Learning! Yeah, Gendo Ikari, that was the guy's name. Keep calling Ikari Genjo. Nope. Alright, finally! Finally upgrade my Legion. Might be better. Can I do more than one? No. Now it looks like that's all I can do for right now. Yep. Oh, okay, so I've actually had things waiting for me for completing stuff. Neat. Yeah, the medic said, I think that's the one. It's like, oh yeah, it's one of them does that. Still on. This needs like an open all.
again, partner. It's me, Lappy. How's your training coming along? Sorry to bail on you, but now I'm all finished up and ready.
I had to get to that convention.
Let's try a hands-on approach. I've set some fun marks to your map. Pick one and head on over. I'll be waiting.
This here is where we keep the technical division. From X-Baton upgrades to special gear, if you need that extra edge in combat, they've got you covered.
Oh, if Lappy's here, that can only mean one thing. You're getting the grand tour, huh? Name's Tabitha. Tabitha Bernard. I'm the genius in charge of tuning up and tricking out y'all's gear, especially the X-Baton and Legatus. Huh? Wait. Oh, you're not actually taking that X-Baton out in the field, are you? Why, it's practically stock. No, that won't do. Wait, I'll get it fixed up for you, or shoot, I would. But there's no way I'm letting you walk out of your life.
Hey, Ronnie.
You might as well be naked.
It's not that good, to be honest, still.
Hey, Ted.
It's extremely slow, it's very clunky. It feels like it was designed for 60 frames per second. They capped it at 30. They didn't change the gameplay inputs, so you get lots of drop stuff. It's basically the same problems I had with it last year seem to be holding true, so I stopped playing this after, I think it was this mission. But, it still has its problems. I recommend Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, Ninja Gaiden series, anything over this, really, to be honest. It's super slow. It's like all these forced slow segments.
At your service. So, who are you? Oh, right. You're one of the newbies. What can I do you for? Material codes, huh? Well, you have to go through the proper procedure. Gotta keep
Take your baton, smash him in the skull. Here's my thing. Here's my procedure. Ooh. Well, yeah. I'd like to buy all of them, please. Is there anything I can sell this dude? And I missed my chance, alright.
Alright. That material...
Yeah, I know, I've already been through that before. This game likes to explain things you've already been doing multiple times to you.
Captain Max, swear by it. Oh, speaking of the captain, I forgot I have an order of his that I never got to deliver.
His, adult reading material has shown up.
That camera should have all the upgrades he asked for. Even Chimeras should show up nice and clear now. I even threw in a data card for free, so you can start using it right away.
Something proprietary from Sony called a Vita? I don't know. One of those memory cards. Really super expensive.
Wow, nice camera. Hey, let's try it out. Come on, partner. Take my picture.
Looks like it works. Hang on to it until Max gets back, okay? He'll want to see all the pictures you took.
Especially those nudes. Wink, wink, newbie. Take a load off. No, don't dump a load off.
This is the break room, where dog-tired members of Neuron come to catch their breath. And thanks to Ben, you can get a tasty pick-me-up whenever you need one.
So it's kind of disappointing. It's like, hold your fire pointed out. It's like, can we date the vending machines?
Here, meet Vendor 3, the diligent...
It's a Japanese game. We should be able to.
refreshment.
Oh, Vendor Chan.
Board AI, she's always got a kind word. You know, Avery says an energy drink is the best thing before heading out. So even
Get you all nervous and jittery and jumpy.
now and then,
Get that trigger finger really twitchy around.
What can I do for you today?
She talked to me.
Remember, everything in moderation. Thank you for shopping. Come back soon, okay?
This is where you poop. And I mark my materials.
restroom. It's for everyone, so make sure you keep it clean. Even I'm house-trained after all.
Don't go zoo ape and start throwing your fecal matter everywhere.
Who says there's some kind of spirit that lives in here? Can you believe that?
Yeah, I met him already.
Oh,
Or
I'm
her
sure
already.
he was just joking. Suddenly, I feel the need to go sniff the roses. See you later.
Get out. And it's like, oh boy, men's room. Nope, stops you. Yay! This is what I've been looking for.
Bet you're wondering what this is, right? Well, this is the Legatus terminal. If you connect your Legatus, you can change your Legion's colors or perform maintenance. Maintenance means making sure your Legion is all shiny and clean again. I've never seen a Legion, but fighting chimeras must be dirty work, right? And Lappy definitely likes a nice bath after a long day, so Legions probably do too. After you clean them, you can change their armor's colors and show them off in style. Maybe old Lappy could use a change of color too. Anyway, gotta run, partner.
If I can hold it down, that's good, because I'm like, oh man, I gotta keep hitting it repeatedly. So here's the part that cracks me up, okay? Yeah. Wow, this definitely doesn't look like Unit 01 from Neon Genesis Evangelion. There's no way. I mean, that'd be crazy that they, with all the references to that series, that they put in this color. That's just... yeah. Alright, something's been bugging me here this entire time. I'm gonna check this out real quick. Yeah, I downloaded this to see. I need to play it, try it out again, see if it still has that horrendous input delay. This game was fun on PC. It's decent. It's still kind of hard, but I mean, PC it's like 4 frames input delay. On Switch it's like 8 or 9 frames. It's ridiculously high. So I wonder if this ever got patched. I gotta try it out, but for whatever reason, like my date and times are messed up. See, airplane, internet. Oh, that's right. It's doing Japanese date. I was thinking it was August. Never mind. So, foreign countries, Japan, they'll put the date, then the month, which is making me... But it's still supposed to be 2020, but the game's still showing me that it's like... that it's 2019. Nope, that was saying that, because before it was saying 19. It was really weird. Don't know why. Alright, but anyway... we've reached the end of the stream, and I definitely want to thank everybody for hanging out. It's been really glad to have a working Elgato right now for the moment. So shoutouts to Ronnie, Hold Your Fire, Melfested Helster, I believe was the name there. Hopefully I say that right. And then we also had Mischievous Mercenary. I also gave the follow to Nimix. And I think that's it there. For everyone who dropped by and said anything there, lurkers are always welcomed here as well on my channel and stream. I'm glad to basically do back and have a functioning Elgato. I'm betting it's got to break within 3 weeks. This is the 5th one that's broken in underneath a year for EDED failure, which is not something you can do yourself. It is basically software failure inside the units because they're cheaply and crappily made. But regardless of that, I tend to stream every single day or every other day at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know when that is, just type that into Google and it'll tell you for wherever you are in the world. Keep an eye on my Twitter as well, Wurstel555. If something comes up, you'll be notified there of what's happening. If I need to cancel a stream, postpone it, start it late, or even like usually 2 to 3 hours in advance, I'll tell you what game I'll be playing for sure and nail it down. So next stream is actually not going to be Saturday. I'm going to be seeing Carmen, so most likely I won't be streaming on then. It's probably going to be Sunday the 11th. So I'm looking at right now. Let's see. Yeah, so Sunday the 11th is I'm looking for a next stream. And probably going back, I want to finish up Ratchet and Clank on the PlayStation 3. It's the PlayStation 2 remastered version. Finish up some Ratchet and Clank. If that gets done there, then I'll switch over to Super Mario 3D World, try to finish that as well. I'm on the last stage for that too, or the last world for it. So it'll be kind of like a finishing up stream, hopefully. Then after that, want to jump back here, do the second part of the second chances for this game, see if my opinions really changed. So far, it's a lot of the same problems I had before playing this last year are still cropped up. They were never fixed. So it's not looking good so far, but I'm going to hold off on my final judgment until that time, which is going to be the 13th. And then after that, probably do a Street Fighter stream. I want to do a Street Fighter 3 series. So that's what's coming up pretty much in the next week, is Ratchet and Clank. It's going to be on Sunday. Ratchet & Clank Mario 3D World, most likely. Do the second day of Second Chances for this, and then Street Fighter 3, where I play Street Fighter 3, Second Impact, and Third Strike. Then maybe even throw in Street Fighter, the movie, the arcade game, the super jank stuff. It's all going to be on Fightcade, so it's going to be a blast. So tune in throughout the week. Hopefully you guys have a lot of fun, and see you then.